And I wanted to touch on geolocated content real briefly because it's not taking full shape, but we're actually doing a lot of experimentation with GPS and geo-targeting. And I don't want to go over too many, go over your head, but what's going on here is that when you're walking around with your iPhone or your BlackBerry or your cell phone, people are starting to be able to know where you are. So if you pass that local, coffee shop, the coffee shop can actually send you content as you're moving and walking and when you're in that vicinity or that location. And what's going to end up happening here is originally it's going to be content, text-driven, traditional advertising of an ad thrown at you. But what's eventually going to happen here is that it's going to move into vocal, voice, audio, video, whatever it may be. As broadband gets bigger and bigger, this is where it's going. We're currently working with Google Maps on geographical locationing for collecting wind data, so that we can provide different people who are running these wind farms data from the internet. So everything's being taken in, all this data. So, and I know that doesn't really relate, but at the end of the day, people like me are going to be looking for people like you. We're going to want to be able to provide our client with the widest array of talent. And I'm not going to want to have to, go searching for it. I'm going to want to have it right at my fingertips. I'm going to want to be able to have somebody that's a professional in the medical, so that when you're driving by a hospital and they're doing, they're going to hit you with a medical voiceover on my phone or whatever it is, I want that person to know what they're talking about. I want to have a vast array of people at my fingertips. A lot of people are extremely scared of the internet. I'm scared of the internet. I own an internet business. It's terrifying. The fact of it is, though, is that it is easy, and you utilize it to what you can utilize it for. One thing, I met a woman last night, and she was telling me that she was a librarian, and I'm like, wow, audio on, voice books. If you love books, voice them. If you have if you were a nurse, you have medical knowledge. That's going to apply. That's going to apply. We do work for Albany Med. I would much rather go in there with somebody with medical knowledge. That's like a sales point for me. From an ad agency point of view, it's a sales point that I can go in there and say, oh, not only do we have people to do voiceovers, but I have a slew of people that do voiceovers and are experts in your field. They are nurses or doctors, insurance agents, whatever, real estate brokers. Real estate, I mean, I read something yesterday about a real estate company taking the plunge with the audio and the video casting and really pumping a ton of money into media development, and they're moving their whole branding campaigns off of third-party vertical marketing ideas into web. And obviously they're going to want to show houses in a great way, and they're going to want to have intriguing people showing these homes.